Hey, it's Bob, one of the product leads here at BERT, the communications API for developers and AI agents. Before we start, I'm gonna walk you through how a sales cycle works. You've just signed up for a demo and you get this video instead. Don't worry, I'm gonna walk you through the platform to make sure that you can start as soon as possible. We'll cover the BERT story, walk through the channels that matter most to you, and based on your needs, we'll put together a picture of how BERT fits your situation. From there, we'll set next steps, how to get started right away, and if a future conversation still makes sense, we'll get that scheduled too. Feel free to skip ahead at any point, though we recommend going through the full thing. It's the fastest path to a clean start. I want to start with the BERT story. BERT was originally founded back in 2011 under the name of MessageBird. We quickly grew out to the leading SMS provider across the world. In 2017, a shift came. WhatsApp opened their business API and BERT became one of the first BSP providers. We started to focus further on channel offering. We acquired several companies to strengthen our position, with the highlight our acquisition of Sparkpost in 2021. After, we rebranded to BERT. In 2022, we started working on a consolidated marketing platform, enabling you to use our channel infrastructure to reach all of your customers when it mattered most. But as AI started to become more important, we noticed a shift, which brings us to today, the new BERT platform. So, why did we build this? We started to get more feedback that we're in the middle of a shift. From legacy human-led architecture to an agentic enterprise where autonomous AI models drive execution machine to machine. In the old model, you needed a human marketing team, had several vendors for your messaging, and development was costly and slow. In the agentic enterprise, an autonomous AI agent takes care of it all. You have the capability to build the platform in-house to give you full ownership, and development time has sped up drastically. The problem while building these platforms yourself is no longer the speed and efficiency, it's the underlying infrastructure that remains complex and difficult to build yourself. Where your current messaging stack might still be complex and involve multiple vendors, multiple integrations, and multiple points of failures. And in this fragmented stack, you also have separate contracts, multiple learning curves, and in the end, messages that still don't arrive. And in an era where speed and accuracy make or break you, having a solid messaging infrastructure is the key to success. This is where the BERT platform will make the difference. Built to fit your stack, not to replace it. We give you one API, the same authentication, the same webhooks, and the same error handling across the board, all under one contract. One proposal to carry all your traffic, so your team can integrate once and ship everywhere, and that with every single channel: SMS, email, WhatsApp voice, and real time. Underneath this integration, the infrastructure that BERT spent 15 years building. Over 240 direct carrier connections across more than 190 countries, giving us one of the largest SMS infrastructures in the globe. Plus, the acquisition of Sparkpost for enterprise email deliverability and Pusher for real-time messaging. We own all of the infrastructure ourselves. And it's especially owning these physical rails why BERT carries roughly 40% of the global commercial messaging. Now, before we move into the channels, it's important to note that the foundation is built for what's coming. Agents need to send messages too, programmatically at scale with no human configuring a dashboard. The fragmentation that breaks human workflows breaks the agentics ones even faster, and that's exactly what BERT was built to solve. We natively call AI agents through MCP. No custom integration, no extra configuration, the same infrastructure developers have relied on for a decade just works for agents out of the box. Let's talk where all of this shows up. BERT covers every channel your product needs through one integration. email for transactional and marketing sense, or SMS for application-to-person messaging, WhatsApp for business messaging at scale, voice for programmable voice, and real-time for experiences within your application. Plus, our solutions help you to do even more. Verify for simple user authentication, lookup to validate phone number status, numbers to purchase a number from our inventory, and even agent inboxes to allow your AI to manage its own mail. Now, let's dive deeper into SMS. As I've shared before, we cover over 190 countries with no regional contract required. We enable this with our network of over 240 direct carrier relationships. That basically means no middleman aggregator skimming margin or dropping recipients between BERT and the carrier. And with our operator-grade routing, we provide real-time route selection when a carrier path degrades, making sure that the failover happens before it's noticed. One of our success customer stories is Airwallex. You can read more about what they do with BERT on our website, but they were able to reduce their customer onboarding from a month to an average of about 7 days, showcasing how quick SMS availability can speed up your business. You're probably wondering what all of this costs. Well, our SMS pricing is simple and transparent. We make use of a pay-per-use model, only charging you for the messages that you send. Pricing per SMS is dependent on the destination. On the screen, you can see a pay-as-you-go pricing for some of our most common destinations. And you can find all of our destination pricing online. And if you have significant volume in a single destination, we can always discuss custom rates. Over to email. We have the email API for developers. By registering your domain, you can have authenticated sending, ensuring that brand control and domain quality never loses. You're able to manage dedicated IPs with auto warm-up within 30 days, ensuring zero volume loss in pools that you control. And you can always make use of our shared IPs if needed. And lastly, extended searchable logs and metrics. Because we own the entire infrastructure, we allow you to have detailed per recipient event timelines on every message with stats in several breakdowns, giving you full transparency in your email deliverability. The pricing for email is a bit different than that for SMS. It's still usage-based, so only pay for what you use, but you can purchase several packages, depending on the amount of messages that you need. Pricing starts from just 150,000 messages a month. And then depending on how you grow, we will grow with you and we'll always have a package that matches what you need. It's also important to note that there's no platform fee, no seat fee, and no features locked behind commitments, ensuring that you can use what you need across the entire BERT platform. One of our customers, Zillow, actually sends over 200 million emails per month and have seen an engagement increase of 161% just by tailoring their messaging with the reliability and the data that BERT was able to provide. And here you've got a quick overview to see how we compare to some of the other email vendors out there. Pause the video if you want to have a closer look. And then over to our other channels. With voice, you're able to bring your contact center onto BERT's carrier network over SIP. You can use this for outbound calling with verified caller ID, and we give you per country destination control. And on top of that, full call analytics. Then we've got WhatsApp. Use pre-approved templates to reach your customers, using delivery stats and suppression management to further tune your messaging, or migrate your current business number over and start sending right away. And then real time, giving you the option to deliver sub-second events over WebSockets, published straight from your server, ensuring that every subscribed client receives it within milliseconds. You might be wondering, how can I use these channels together? Well, start with acquiring your customers with Verify. You turn a phone number into a verified user and land the welcome moment while they're still holding the phone. You nurture via WhatsApp every transactional touchpoint, receipts, confirmation, on-the-way updates, delivered where your users already read every message. Then you expand in real time. You cross-sell and upgrade notches, pushed live into the app session at the moment that the user can act on them immediately. And Retain on Email, the channel that still reaches a customer who went quiet. Winbacks, loyalty, price alerts that bring them back. How to get started? You can find our documentation online, where we have extensive guides explaining in detail how BERT works and how you build on top of it. We have a library of videos to walk you through the platform, and our API references have your developers integrate in minutes. So, next steps. If you haven't already, create your account on BERT.com. Create your API key and see how quickly you can send your first message. Then scope your rollout, top up your account, and you're ready to go live. And if you've got any further questions during this entire cycle, you can always reach out to our support straight from the dashboard. And if a further pricing discussion makes sense, we'll be sure to reach out soon.